Now to our continuing coverage of the Columbus cyber attack. Tonight, our newsroom is looking into if the city could have prevented some of the people's personal information from being stolen.
10 TV was the first station to break the news about the hack, and now as we learn more about what data is on the dark web, some are wondering why the city maintained records dating back decades.
10 TV's Lacey Crisp has been following this story since the very beginning, and tonight she's continuing to press the city for answers.
The city holds on to some records until the city deems it obsolete, which some cybersecurity experts say puts the city at risk.
As we learn more information about what data was stolen and published on the dark web, some are wondering why the city maintained so much data for so long. Some driver's license data from the Easy Pass system at City Hall has been found on the dark web, some as old as swipes from 2006.
Are we in fact creating a system where we have a kind of mass surveillance that creates a huge body of information that, as it turns out, if the information were to be obtained by somebody nefarious, could be abused?
The city has a public records retention schedule that explains how long it must maintain certain records.
So when you're talking about a public agency, you're now dealing with public records. And in that case, the interests of the citizens is very different when you're talking about an agency doing work in their behalf.
Matthew Curtin, the founder of Interhack Corporation, argues public records should be maintained for decades, but not necessarily online and linked to other data.
The question also comes up, how long does it need to stay online? Does it need to be accessible right now? Does it need to be in a database that we can search today? Or does it need to be something that we can get to, but we have to go into a vault to get to it?
He argues data, like the driver's license information that is not public, could still be maintained, but in an archive so that it is not at risk during an incident like a cybersecurity attack.
When we're talking about protecting particular classes of information, there are different approaches for that, which would include things like segmentation and compartmentalization, so that it does not follow that somebody having access to one system has access to other systems.
In a statement, the mayor's office responded by saying Mayor Ginther is committed to continuous improvement. The city's incident response to the cybersecurity attack will certainly identify opportunities to revise existing protocols to further protect the city's data and IT infrastructure.
And the city is urging anyone who has not done so yet to sign up for the free credit monitoring the city is offering. In Columbus, Lacey Crisp, 10 TV News.
And speaking of that, if you believe your information was compromised, we made it easy to learn how to protect yourself and use free credit monitoring services. Just text the word hack to 614-460-3345. You'll get a link to resources sent straight to your phone.